Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here, bringing you a Company of Heroes 2 replay brought to you by Maximum Loaded, who sent it to me, aka TKev if you've known him for that long, but he's a person I do know of, and he's a person who sent me this replay, so I must thank him. Thank you, Maxim. If you would like to send me a replay, you can do so via sending it to me via my Gmail account, and also my Facebook account via a message. Just make sure that you include the name, the pretty much like how long it's gonna be, game details, and make sure you, most importantly, to include your name. If you've sent me a replay recently and you did not include your name, this is your reminder to send me your name so I can use your replay. Because I'm not going out and going to each and every person saying, hey, you sent me this replay but I have no idea who you are. So that's the thing. Also, just a reminder that because of the, I guess, recent updates, I've been low on replay. So if you have a replay that's like, I want to say a day, or like past, I would say the 6th of October onward, please send it to me because I'm looking for replays. Now we can see here that, let's see, we have a 3v3. We have, oh god, I'm going to butcher these names. Zizu, Maxim, and Zerathon. Interesting names, I'll give them that. Oh, very nice. UC Carrier for the win. Kubel does not stand a chance. This UC Carrier is awesome. It's anti-Kubel, which is what I love about it. Look at that. No chance. That range, though. That range. Although it looks like the Kubel is a little bit more maneuverable. Oh, oh my god, why'd you stop? Oh, you're getting around with the stern pine. It was very nice. Anyway, we can see here that this individual is CPT, Dr. Spieler, and Sierra. Echo, Extra, I'm just calling you Sierra. Let's see. Before we start the game, let's double check ranks. So this is Maxim's team, and this is their team. Right now, Maxim's team has the advantage with rank, but we will see about how that goes in the future. We have a double team in the south. Most likely, again, they are double teaming because they want to capture this fuel. The Germans will usually capture the south on Steppes. Steppes is, by and large, like a very large map in general. It's one of the original COH2 maps, but it's large. And the best thing that, I guess, any faction will do is they'll try to take the south and then lock it down. And then from there, they'll spread throughout the entire map. It is a smart tactic because, again, you get a lot. You guaranteed fuel and a star within this area. But then, of course, what typically happens is either faction will get the fuel, but then usually whoever is not, like, usually a double team will happen here, and then like a double team on the fuel. But then the other team members would go for the Northern Stars, which we'll see how that goes. UC Carrier. Well, that was a good move. Try to flanking the MG. This guy is, wow. Okay, yeah, Zerathon. You should have probably retreated this way. That way it wasn't in the line of sight of the MG. This Kubel's probably going to die. How it lived is beyond me. A straight bullet would kill it. MG42, very nice. Again, it looks like he brought down the initial MGs, tried to hold him back. My god, so many UC carriers. You guys just have one, right? Okay, yeah, each of you guys just got one. So it's not like heavy spammer. It's just literally just one unit per player. So that's not bad. But it's good. I mean, it's good to try to get behind the MGs. The problem is MGs, of course, still hurt it, especially with armor-piercing rounds by MG42, and also the Panzerfaust, which can just destroy this. Maxim's MG made it. However, this one, Zizao, unfortunately, yours is pretty much going to bite the dust. Yeah. And the OKW player is probably going to come over here and decommission that for fuel, so that's actually probably not all that great for them. And it looks like we can see here, Spieler is bringing out a lot of Grenadiers, so most likely what he's trying to do is he's trying to get a good MG force to lock down and a good mobile infantry force, which is always smart. Because on this map you need a good fighting force. Smaller maps, I would typically I would bring out a mortar in this time, but to really hammer. But the fact that the mortar can only hit a certain area and there's so much territory for the enemy to really get around. So for example, this MG's in a decent spot, but they could easily come around here. There's no need for them to get a mortar. Let's see, Zerathon got himself a sniper. He has an MG. A good chunk of manpower. I'm not too sure what he might be doing. Maybe he doesn't know? Although he is moving his troops, so I'm not entirely sure. But I would actually think that he should probably go with a Royal Engineer. It's probably the next thing. We see Zizou, he's bringing up a ton of MGs. The Vickers is a great machine gun. Like, the Vickers is great because look at that arc. The arc is fantastic. You can come in from multiple angles. That's a good way to counter. But it also has native armor-piercing rounds. It's light, but it can still hurt a scout car or a half-track. Especially if you upgrade it to add more penetration. It is great. But yeah, I think we have an MG spam going on. And Maxim has a good front line force. We can see here again, they can't really take the island, but they're focusing on the north, where this, again, infantry section are infantry, and without any support, these Volk squads are just going to be destroyed. We can see here again, they're trying to capture this main point, and it looks like I would actually try to capture that, so I'd run back and capture that, but whatever. Maybe he's trying to counter this, but if he does, okay, yeah, I was going to say wait for more infantry, because Volk and Sturm is something where if the Sturm get close enough, it could really turn the tide. I hear something coming over. Oh, Maxim, you cheeky devil. Literally, he's going to be spewing flames from this thing. It's going to be great. And since they're behind heavy cover and not moving, well, they'll stay in the flames and they'll take even more damage. The issue could be they have a Panzerschreck, which could counter this, but he already fired it, and this can take one hit. So, wow, okay, that flame, nothing's on fire, so I don't even know if it hit. But yeah, it's going to push back the infantry and allow Maxim to take the north. We have a sniper, also a forward HP. I like this post, I do, because it's close enough to where they wouldn't necessarily, I mean, okay, out in the open's probably not the best. I do like how close it is to the front. I feel like right here would have been better, or up here, because that way the house kind of blocks and obscures vision. If you get like a scout unit coming through here, they could easily see it, and then of course native German forces could arty it. You could do a Stuka bombing or an elephant, like just long range, able to see it, which could be a cause for concern. Maxim pushing up a lot of forces, though. Again, a lot of frontline troops. Not really any defenses here. Again, this guy, who was it? Yeah, CP sent a lot of forces in a like an expeditionary force up north to try to take that, but Maxim's forces were too much, and now he's just sweeping through. However, if we look down south, as I mentioned, they're kind of fortifying it. They have bunkers. Do they have more than a bunker right here? Actually would be great, because usually the enemy will flank this way. MG42 or something right here would be very, very good. They do have Panzerschreck forces, normal MG here, like I said, can still be flanked around. Lots of grenadiers, and also he has pioneers, so most likely he might be doing is just putting down bunkers and mining this area, which would be smart. Also, I find weird that, okay, there he goes. Let's see, does he have... Yeah, he does have the rifle grenade, so he might fire one. Yep, there he goes. And we'll see it, and... Wow, nothing. Okay. Alright, and we do have a universal carrier coming down. Flamethrower versus flamethrower, very interesting. However, like I stated, Panzerschreck forces and grenadiers, this thing gets close, it's screwed. It has light armor. It can't take it can barely take a Panzerschreck. It can't sustain all that sustained fire. I do like him coming over to try to help his teammates, because again, the enemy is going to take some time to recapture this territory. I mean, they have forces, but the light forces they have scattered about are just going to hold that pretty well. Nice sniper. I do like that. The problem is that there's MG, and while sniper will hurt this bunker, it will take a lot of time for them to hurt this bunker. So most likely you need the sniper right here and just slowly firing at it. It's a long, tedious process, but it can kill it, which is why sometimes I will use it. We look here again, it looks like he learned his lesson, got way more forces than he previously had, and yeah, it looks like Maxim will have to send his forces up north to really counter that. Overall though, Volks are definitely weaker, unranked, so once you get them vetted up, they will do better, but without that rank, normal infantry section will typically beat them. And I wonder if he got... Okay, yes, so he got Brens. So Maxim did something very smart. He's upgrading all of his troops with Brens, which are LMGs designed for anti-infantry purposes. Brens are freaking fantastic, and the British get a lot of munitions, so they can afford... Again, we can see 47 per turn compared to these guys were 30... Oh, 42, that's not too bad. But like I stated, it's like they get a ton of munitions, and with that, they can use it to counter the Volk squads, because again, this is just a great fighting force. Now, if they bring out a scout car, unless they have the quote-unquote Piats, which are like grenade launchers. Think of them like noob tubes of World War II. They look like noob tubes. Hate to break it, but essentially they're kind of like that. Nice sniper shot, good counter, flame the guy behind heavy cover, and they're gonna fall back, run through all that infantry, and just get destroyed. Yeah. Wow, man, genius. Put down the MG in the fire. Watch all your men burn. Oh my god. Wait a second before, you know, you move up into the fire. Just hypothetical. Just saying. We do have guys here, heavy cover, plus the added bonus of being in cover makes them, again, rapid rate of fire. They're gonna just destroy these grenadiers. We do have flares over here. I wonder if that's because of, yes, Royal Artillery Regiment. This is a pretty good doctrine. The Valentine's a really good, like, actually scout tank. Plus, it can actually handle itself pretty well, like, with a... It's not as powerful as the Panzer IV, but I've seen, like, it go up against the Panzer IV and actually get a few nice shots on. So, oh my god, Bren's power, ladies and gentlemen, just destroys that. Very nice. If we look down south, though, we do have a light armor engagement. We have a light tank along with a scout car with lighter armor. Bullets will hurt this, but it will not hit the tank. And with really no AT, there's not much they can do. They're just chasing down these snipers. That looks like... Who got these? Zerathon. Alright, Zerathon got them. But what I do like is Zerathon is already getting himself a Centaur. Wait, maybe not. Well, Centaur will tear both of these apart, so that's a plus. But he doesn't have that many forces. He has a lot of manpower, though. And what he went Royal Engineers. This is a standard British doctrine. And I don't get me wrong, it's okay. Well, oh boy, destroying that fuel, that's gonna be hurting. Because again, the British, you kind of need that manpower, so you losing that is a huge detriment. Zizao looks like to be focusing more in the north, and looks like Maxim is focusing on mid, and that's fine. That's all you need to do, because right now they have both stars and fuel. Right now they're and actually both munitions. So yeah, they have the south fortified, but as long as they can hold these key positions, that's fine. That being said, they could always launch assaults like through the rear back here, but again, we'll see how that goes. Now Centaur versus a Luce. All right, Centaur versus a Luce. Centaur destroys infantry, and its gun is powerful enough to hurt this armor. And the Luce gun really can't do all that much to it. I think actually that damage was more caused by this Panzerschreck force, which got destroyed, as we can see. So, yeah. Two fully functional Panzerschrecks on the ground. Can I grab them? No. No. Whatever. Anyway, it looks like we have Verkenwerfer here. Very smart. Verkenwerfers are great at ambushing. We can see here also a rush for a Panzer IV. The Panzer IV for the OKW is different because it has additional armor. We can see here that, again, you can see the armor plates already there. Plus, it has 5 stars. So, it's alright. This will definitely be a better tank than the quote-unquote Wehrmacht Panzer IV. So, that's why it costs a little bit more. We can see Maxim here trying to push. Wow, this thing is still alive. Wow, I may have spoke too soon. We also have a Cromwell here. That's pretty good. It's gone. Wow, nice shot against the infantry. Panzerschreck's being retreating, which pretty much means that, yeah, he's open ground. Also, a sniper just gained a star, which is really good because now he can call on the coordinated fire from the sniper, and that's always a plus. If you can have your sniper scout behind enemy lines and just throw down something to call down artillery and pepper the enemy position, that's great. We can see here that looks like his Maxim's allies swarming through the north, which is pretty good, helping with infantry. Why this guy sent his scout car versus a Cromwell, I will never know. I just don't know. That's weird. This guy also sending his Royal Engineers to fight Stern Pioneers. Oh my god. You should have kept there and killed it. Hate to break it to you, dude. You could have killed that squad. You honestly could have. And now he's... Oh my god, Maxim. Now he's just chasing him. It's like, why not? That being said, nice shot. Panzer IV could easily come back, and it could have gotten a really nice rear shot. But we can see here that the Zizao looks like he's trying to fortify his positions. We can see a Bofor position here and another Bofor position here. Very, very smart. Because again, what that's doing is allowing so that way infantry and light armor can't fight. And if we look at the quote-unquote OKW/Vermox units, they don't have a mortar half-track, so they don't have a nice, easy way to kill it. So it'll be very hard for them to really kill it without sustained AT or mortar fire or support gun fire. And they really don't have that. I mean, they have Verkenwerfers, but they don't have... a Panzer IV could easily kill this. Actually, this will actually hurt a Panzer IV, just letting you know. So it won't go away unscathed, but it'll definitely take a good chunkable force to take these positions. Plus, again, they can still come through this way, so they can easily flank it, per se. But the Boffer can hit from any direction. Yeah, he's just putting a line of AA, which also could be a detriment because... Let's see, we have coordinate fire. Where the hell did he pull that off? Maybe the south? That was a mortar. Oh my god, but he's... I do like his tenacity. He's saying a lot... Alright. Zizao sending a lot of forces. Oh, okay, this is where he did it. That... Okay, there's not really much hitting, so maybe that was a little bit of a waste. But I think I know what he's doing. So, similar to the rear echelon spam I've highlighted in a previous video, the British have a similar thing, although when upgraded, if this guy upgrades, he can upgrade his, them to all have, I guess, heavy engineers, which are actually pretty powerful. They're actually really good frontline infantry, especially if you mass them and then upgrade them with additional Brens and Piats and stuff like that. It's cheap infantry, but it's still pretty effective in its own right. Plus, again, a good mobile force that can lay down mines and all sorts of stuff. That's would really put the enemy through a lot of hell. But looks like he spent a lot... Yeah, he's making sure, again, bolstering infantry squads to make them bigger and more powerful. One extra men does help. I don't recommend it unless you have a good sizable army because, again, that extra man, especially with the British, can be a manpower suck. But, whatever. I also think this guy's making a critical mistake because he's putting down so many of these Bofers that, don't be wrong, Bofers are good, but I don't think you need to spam them. We can see here that Zerathon has managed to counter. The Centaur probably helped hold this area, and then we can see the Vickers, the AT, good sizable, you know, force. Down here, I feel like they're lacking a good AT gun. They're laying down defenses. I like that, and I do like how it's like, okay, we have tank traps here. I think that's to stop maybe armor from coming around and hitting this thing, but again, they can always shoot through. Maybe that's added protection, not sure. But yeah, I find this kind of weird. Anyway, let's look at the Germans' doctrines while they're being hit by artillery. They have fortifications, most likely what this guy's doing, again, trying to fortify this area with the bunkers, with all the bunkers. Not lots of flares, so again, the British can see all these forces and areas. Again, brought to you by Early Warning. So, that's pretty good at seeing what the enemy has. Ooh, before you go over doctrines, nice charge. Again, double Cromwell, double Cromwell. My opinion, Cromwell can typically go toe-to-toe with a Panzer IV, but if you have two, it's pretty easy. Although, we can see here that hidden Verken... Oh, wait, nope. Did not bounce. Did not bounce. I was going to say Verkenwerfers could have changed it, but honestly, doesn't look like it. They're able to just sneak away. They weren't properly positioned. Nice shot, but nothing substantial. Right through the poor barbed wire by this MG. And almost over this MG. So now the infantry at least will focus here, and that can help that MG out, actually. Wow, he's just fortifying. I mean, we'll see how that goes. But right now, that is a critical blow for CPT not to have a Panzer IV. He could honestly save up for a Sturm Tiger or a Panther. That's always an option. You get the Sturm Tiger in the Elite Armor Doctrine. Elite Armor is great for just detecting enemy armor. So you can detect those Cromwells, see where they are, and then with that, again, if you know where the armor is, you can like lure the enemy into a flank, or you can ambush the enemy armor when they think they're about to ambush you, which is fantastic. Also, emergency repairs. They're not as good as British emergency repairs. Let's see. Does he have that doctrine? Yeah, because these ones will deploy smoke, but the other one will not. So they can still be shot, and they're very vulnerable during that. At least this one. Good AT shells. I don't like the Panzer Commander, being honest. Elephant's great for long-range combat. Stuka bombing is good for hitting specific targets, aka you could always hit a Boffer if he's not paying attention, or even more vulnerable, wait for Maxim's units to retreat, then hit it. It'll be great. But right now we can see the OKW and the Germans are actually having trouble because, again, they really don't have a good armored force. And if they're going to rely on infantry, it's very hard to go on an infantry war with British because of the fact they have such good infantry. Infantry section are great frontline infantry, especially with, look at those Brens. You can hear the power and the bullshit of those Brens. It's great. But anyway, it's a great fighting force, and it's very, very difficult for the enemy to really counter that with a great infantry front unless supported by armor, and that's where Germans excel. They have the great armor. So we'll see how that goes. This guy's also stupid because A, he thinks the MG34 is going to help, and B, he's running them in. So he obviously doesn't know. He's like, oh, I'll just send MG to help you, and then he's going to focus down south. And then when he finally realizes, oh shit, and retreats it, the unit might already die. Like, I think this unit might escape. No, oh, wow, nice sniper shot. Nice sniper shot. Small defenses here, but yeah. This guy is really just being hammered, and he really needs to focus on a specific front. I don't think he should keep spreading his units all over the place. I think he should just go one combined area. We can see here that, again, Zerathon is prepping a charge of some type. Oh, nice Firefly. Zerathon, you have 500 munitions. Here's a critique. Upgraded with, I know you probably are saving up for something special. Actually, no, you don't have the bombing run. Maximum Loaded has the bombing run, and he's saving up. He just did Assault, which, again, the recon plates went overhead to detect enemy forces. Again, that's what I love about British. Again, it's like they have a lot of doctrines that are very good at detecting enemy fronts, like the Valentine tank or the flares, which is really, really good. Also, the fact Zerathon, you could use that to upgrade your Firefly to have rockets, and that way it would counter, let's say, a Panther, like they have up here. Retreat this, I would recommend. We have another Panther, so okay, that could be very bad. Panthers are very good against pretty much any armor unit except for, let's say, a Churchill or Comet. The problem is, though, is these guys have so much AT. Nice double. Nice double. 6/4. I say 6/4. 6-pounders. Heavy cover, just look at that line. That is a line of determination by the British. That is a line. They will hold this line. I also like Maximum Sniper, because this thing, just as we saw, kind of crippled that Panther and made it so that way that Panther, again, had a harder time shooting the enemy, which is great. Actually, I think it was this Panther. But anyway, we can see here that it looks like they're trying to refocus their efforts. The Germans have this pretty much coordinated, and if I had to guess, is this guy's like, hey, I'll hold this area. I have this area under wraps. You guys send your forces. Hit a critical blow, knock them out, and then push, because we need those points. Because right now the British are getting 68 munitions per turn. That's bad. When you allow the British to get their better stuff out, that's a bad call. And especially if you're Germans and you kind of like, oh, we'll just hide behind our defensive line. For the British, it doesn't work, because the British have so many, again, you have the Sexton, which is kind of like a weaker priest. You have the Air Supremacy operation, which I think is absolute bullshit, but is amazing bullshit, because it literally kills everything in its wake. And then we also have anti-building flames, which is great at killing bunkers, and even occasionally will sometimes hit a HQ position, even though it's not HQ territory. It might sometimes actually hit this, even though I don't think it's supposed to. Panzer Strike forces coming around, very nice, along with a Panther. Looks like trying to knock out that Firefly. I think this guy should have probably repositioned his Panzer Grenadiers a little better, so they're not hit. But we can see here this Firefly is screwed. So that is a plus. The problem is they do have a lot of AT guns, and the Bofors are still in position. The one up here, of course, as we saw, died. But I mean, it did delay them in the meantime, so that's a good plus. Maximus forces, large infantry blob coming in, along with sniper. I love he has a sniper in there, just to help. In case an armored unit comes, just to help. Also, we can see here, the mortar crew coming down. We can see here that's a mixture of high explosive and white phosphorus, which is why the health is going down, and then, of course, you have the normal explosives. Big blob coming in that could easily be taken out by a grenade. Again, throw incendiary. It's great. But the problem is they lack munitions, because, again, they don't have a munitions point. Which is why I think a few people will state this map is too big for 3v3. I do concur, because... but that being said, you just have to know that you can't hold every front, and you need a nice mobile force. You can't just sit. You have to move. And I feel like that's what the British are doing very well. They have the emplacements, but they have a good frontline force, which is very, very good. Now, okay, so let's see. Alright, we should be good. Now, oh, by the way, I'm doing this replay, and then afterwards, I'm going to go work first day at my law school. So I actually got a job in my law school, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, very excited. Also, just learned that one of my exams got, instead of Friday of this week, which would be the day after this video is released, it is now postponed to Wednesday of next week, which I'm like, yay, because that gives me more time to study over rules and stuff for civil procedure. It's great. It's great. Now, if we look down south, we can see here that Zerathon might be charging. Nice support gun. I can see why they're doing that to kill this mortar crew, but the Centaur is just going to move up and destroy it. He has a Verkenwerfer, but he doesn't have enough. I feel like he should have more Verkenwerfers. If you want to protect it against armor, you need more. You also probably need additional bunker. Also, the south is kind of open for a flank, so I feel like Sierra, you have so much munitions that you kind of need it, honestly. Looks like that big push managed to take him the hill, but they really need to push farther. Also, if you're moving up for Verkenwerfer, man, this sniper, 16 kills, not half bad. Go sniper. Shooting through the ground, ladies and gentlemen, with those armor-piercing rounds to hit the target. Oh, speaking of shooting through the ground, Tremors 5, here's a tangent, just got released. I am a monster movie fan, and I watched Tremors as a kid. Scared me to death when they burst through the wall, and I was like 8. Note to self, maybe that's not a movie you let an 8-year-old watch, but hey, I loved it. And I love the cheesy slash epicness of it. But yeah, Tremors 5 came out. What I have to say about this is I kind of recall some of the moments of Tremors 1 and 2 and, you know, stuff. But the effects are really good, but I felt like they went a little too cheesy. Like, it's not really scary. I think I jumped once. Honestly, it's just a just not a, maybe a little bit too much comedy, I feel like, but it was still pretty good. I'm glad they actually went a little bit bigger, and the effects are pretty good. Let's see, we have a sniper again. You can see here knocking out that. We can see is probably the quote-unquote, yep, it was the turret. It couldn't move the turret for a certain period of time, which is great, because again, that pretty much makes the tank inoperable. Because if the tank can't turn its turret to shoot the tank, you must turn it manually, and there's no guarantee you'll actually hit it. Firefly's moving in, trying to kill it. Another Firefly trying to kill the Lukes that came up to help his allies. Storm Tiger on the field. Could change. Panther did manage to retreat. The Lukes did not. Yeah, so it looks like the northern area that the Germans were hoping to hold just got smashed. That being said, it's not that they have a decent fighting force. I mean, they are getting more men, so this fight is far from over. They have slowly gotten more men over the course of the last 10 minutes, while the British have relatively stayed the same. The difference between the two, though, is while they got more men, they've lost more territory. So, you know. Let's see. Will the Fireflies fire rockets? Can we have some good rocket gameplay here? Or maybe he's getting both and then firing. No rockets. But we have a lot of AT. This could be very bad. Oh, no. Yeah, Fireflies do not have that much armor. Oh, my God. I don't even know if that was a mine or what. But, goddamn, two fully equipped Fireflies being knocked out is bad. This guy retreating. I think he did emergency repairs. Is that the right one? Dr. Spieler? No, we can't do emergency repairs. Never mind. Ignore what I stated. Double Cromwell moving up. We have artillery fire coming down this area. I wonder... Wait, does he have a sexton? He does have a sexton. It's not firing, though. So what is this? Oh, coordinated barrage. Along with maybe some additional white... Yeah, there we go. It's the mortar cover. It looks like they managed to retake this position. Caused some serious damage to Zizou. I mean, he lost a good chunk of his frontline armor, so that's bad. And it looks like Maximus is trying to re-heal his forces, try to hold the fuel before the British move up. The problem right now is the Germans move up, but the problem right now is this Beaufort, which, again, the infantry can't really fight. He needs an armored unit, but We'll see how that goes. Lots of men going up. I'm actually curious. Where's your Sturm Tiger? Move your Sturm Tiger up. My God. You have a Sturm Tiger. You don't use it. Alright, looks like this guy, unfortunately... Oh, has a King Tiger. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dr. Spieler, if you're saving it for an elephant... I feel like the elephant is good, and then also could be bad. It's good for killing the positions. I feel it's bad because they can easily flank you with multiple Cromwells. Looks like they might lose that position, which... Oh, yeah, it's bad, because now they can't get the heavier infantry, which means he's relatively neglected. Pretty much, his only option is Sturm Pioneers and Volk's squad. So, I mean, it's not great against infantry section. I mean, Sturm Pioneers and mass, sure, but I mean, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Dude, wait. Move your King Tiger, and he has no... Oh, wait, he does have AT. You can one-shot the AT. Oh, he's doing repairs. Yeah, he's doing repairs on his vehicles right now. That's why the smoke's coming down. Looks like the infantry force here got pushed back. Maxim, where's your sniper? Okay, good. The sniper's alive. Use a medical thing on it. Get it back up. Lots of Fireflies. We also have a Cromwell, and a Universal Carrier. Looks like they're trying to send his unit down south. Pack and King Tiger is going to push that thing back. Very nice. And with that fuel being taken away, the Germans are going to be put into a more desperate position. They do have an elephant. Wow, why is that? Okay, elephant is not too bad. Elephant will definitely puncture Churchill armor. And with supporting, that could be a big issue. So if the elephant could fire again... Actually, I think they took out the elephant's focus sight, if I recall. Yeah, they gave it spotting scope, but you can't use that with like an extended range. So you need something else to spot, which I don't know. I like the ability to see a long range, but I could definitely see why they removed it. Maxim loaded, 1,800 manpower, but he's at pop cap. What can you do? Nice recon pass allowed him to see everything, so maybe the this guy with the Sextons can pretty much open fire. We have more infantry coming out around here. I guess he was bringing the Verkenwerfers to like counter. Nice ambush with the Panther, and yeah, the Sexton is screwed. Yeah, it's screwed. Now, if this guy can focus fire on this damn thing, that's the last big defense they have. Yeah, there it goes. It doesn't take much. Like, honestly, all you have to do is, like, chuck a bunch of... Ooh, there... Oh, no, that Panther. All you need... Oh, Sturm Pioneer. I mean, Sturm Tiger. Oh, Sturm Tiger, why? You should have went in. He's not paying attention. You should have went in. Capture this point, dude. Your Volks are going to do anything. Just capture the point. And by Volks not doing anything, he doesn't have Panther effect, so they're armored tanks. And he's just going to chase him down. Get rid of that Verkenwerfer. That being said, they do have a lot of heavy armor, so that could be a big issue for the British down here. But that being said, I don't know. I feel like they're just mismanaging. Oh, we have a flank over here. Sturm Tiger, what are you doing? What? That was a complete waste. I'm here for 2 seconds. I can tell you that was a complete waste. The attack here probably failed. He might try to get a shot off on the Sturm Tiger. But, yeah, that hesitation of him like, okay, let's move up, I think just cost him his Cromwell. Oh, that is the lucky... Oh, there it goes. I was going to say, that would be the luckiest Cromwell. Firefly is moving back. I wonder... I'm actually curious. Did he upgrade his... He did not. I find that weird, how he got so many rear echelon squads, and then he's not upgrading them. So I feel like that's a loss, because I feel like then with the upgrade, with the additional... Here, I will pull it up. The heavy engineer would been a lot better. Let's see. Elephant's still down here, but again, can't really detect all this without, like, recon. Maybe a sniper down here would be good, that we could be able to see extended range or use it. But without it, we can see here that, again, this thing just doesn't have that range to really see, which sucks. They're healing the Panther. Let's see. Dr. Spieler still has a good army. CPT. I mean, they have good, sizable forces. The problem I find is just they're not gaining ground. Like, just send a unit. Capture this territory. Capture this territory. You can use the added munitions. But no. Let's just keep the engagement going. Let's have the British have all of this territory without any real engagement. Looks like that Cromwell did the dust. 2-star Panther, not too shabby. Again, having a Panther get armored skirts, probably not the best idea, but like, to allow your enemy to get. But the other thing is, they're just the AT guns. Like, a Stuka, I feel like would be really good right about now. It's not like they don't have the fuel, nor they don't have the option for it. I mean, if you really want to counteract the quote-unquote blob that he keeps sending, Panzerwerfer, or I don't know, something like that. King Tiger, weird charge, honestly, because I feel like it's opening its flank. Knocking out the AT gun, going after the Sexton. Sexton's faster, I think, so I think they'll be able to manage to escape. Yeah, it's also using the brush and stuff like that, so we can't see. So, yeah, I feel like this guy, unfortunately, went from a nice, proud defensive line, and now he's kind of just faltering. So that could be bad. Lots of armor, though, moving around here. So if the Fireflies can get the rockets off, I feel like that could be that could knock out the King Tiger. Oh, nice shot. Disabling something of the Tiger. So the Tiger cannot move its turret. Are we going to have rockets? Oh, we have 3 Fireflies. Oh, that's bad. Oh, they're just going to chase it. Chase it around the corner. Rockets going. And there goes the King. And the Firefly is just in the distance. Oh boy, that is one of the best definitions of why you don't send it unsupported. Also, it's not like you couldn't have sent it down south. I mean, there's a lot of Churchills down here. And I like it because of the fact he's like, oh, I'm just going to go heavy armor with decent firepower. And he may have AT, but there's no way they're going to deal with all this armor. Also, I really like that skin. I really do. That's an awesome skin. Especially with the color. That is an awesome skin. Compared to the Pale Panther in comparison. The Elephant's trying, but again, it needs that recon to hit this stuff, which, I don't know. I feel like they should maybe give it back. That's me. They can't really. They're having trouble puncturing the elephant armor. And it's funny. Tank traps finally came into use. Oh wow! Look at that. They finally managed to. Oh Jesus Christ! They managed to looks like attack it through multiple angles to take over this territory. The fact they have this is actually really good for them. So good for them. The fact they're leaving a Sturm Tiger in the middle of the open is probably something I would disagree on. Oh boy! Fireflies coming around distance, taking out that. And the Elephant. Again, nice flank by Max. Nice flank. Dr. Spieler's good game. They finally break Yellow's defenses. Like, they finally got rid of this one in almost. They finally break Yellow to a point, and it doesn't even matter because they can't even hold their own ground. At least they're good sports about saying good game. And while, you know, they lost 1 Churchill, 3 are still moving up and can take a good chunk of Panzerschreck fire, so it's really not even a threat. Oh my god, that's an AVRE. I thought that was a normal Churchill. AVRE, as we just saw, very explosive, very deadly, and yeah. And automatically reloads without the possibility of really it being in danger of being, like, knocked out, similar to a Sturm Tiger. Now, he can fire a shot with the Sturm Tiger, and oh, there's the Valentine, which I was talking about earlier. Look at this little thing. It's great. Also, it has like a infrared spotting scope. If he's firing around, I swear to God. At least I mean, at least this guy's able to keep his men alive. That's one thing I'll give him. He's able to keep a good fighting force. 5-star Volks is a really nice unit to have. But yeah, anyway, going back down south, the Churchills are just clearing up. What does this guy have? He has another King Tiger. Oh boy. Dude, you don't need another King Tiger. You don't. You know what you need? Verkenwerfers. About 2 or 3. Ambush them. Hit them. Just keep firing. Oh, I get it. They're trying to get him to surrender. But honestly, yeah. Maxim's so good that he could lose his entire fighting force and still have a good enough. Oh. Where the fuck would that... What? Wait. I forgot. He was fortifications. Why the fuck... I'm being honest now. I'm being honest. You had 300. You had 300 manpower. Like the last time. Maybe you zeroing artillery. I don't care. Why the fuck didn't you not build a Pack 43 down here and like mine this area up so when they came with the Churchills, you could have instant killed it, or 2 Pack 43s? Why didn't you do that? I complained about you not having AT for neglecting the fact that you had a Pack 43 option. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Sierra. Alright, I'll let you go on from that, but oh my god. Oh my god, it's like, guys, we keep being hit by enemy artillery. Man, I wish my doctrine had something to deal with that. All I have is 152 howitzers. Well, oh well. Looks like I'll try to make some mortars and try to get him up close. It's like, no! The Pack 43 would have ripped apart these things. And this guy has no artillery. He only has tanks. Making 2 Pack 43s the ultimate counter. And you literally put tank traps. So you could have tank trapped this area, made it very hard for him to move up his tanks, and the Pack 43s just snipe them. It's in a conga line. Oh my god. You are really good players, Sierra. Oh my god, common sense. Oh my god. No, let's just get another King Tiger and see how that goes. That's my rant for the day. Man, that got me pumped. Oh my god. I don't know. Especially against Zerathon, which he's just getting... Oh, nice Panzerschreck shot, by the way. But, like, god damn. Nice Pack 43. Also, change the direction. Alright, you're not that smart. I mean, you're actually, okay, you're not that dumb, I should say. Still hitting it, and if they retreat, well, you know what's going to happen. Honestly, at this rate, he just lost all of his men. He did! He lost 4 Churchills. Maybe 5. And this, I mean, like... Just think of the same scenario, like coming through here, he just walks in, still thinks he can manage, and then gets knocked out by 2 Pack 43s. And maybe the King Tiger. And there it goes, that's the end of him. I mean, like right now, what does he have? This? King Tiger will wreck it. Over here, King Tiger will wreck all this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think the King Tiger is a good unit, but I'm just saying he could have built freaking Pack 43s with bunkers. Oh my god. Nice shot, knocking out the Panther. Looks like the Sturm Tiger would be the ultimate option right now. Too bad he doesn't have it available. Again, 1 shot. Knock out 3 Fireflies. I've knocked out 2 Jacksons, and I know that Fireflies have almost similar armor. Or, like, you know, doesn't have that much armor, similar to a Jackson, so I think he can kill it. And I think actually that was before they actually buffed the Jackson. I know what they was trying to do, move up and kill this thing, but the UC carrier, which is still alive? Nice job, Maxim. 3-star sniper, 28 kills, not bad. He really, like, if this thing sneezes, like, oh boy. What do you do? Oh my, no. Actually, that wasn't bad. Well, no, that was still bad. Yeah, you could have knocked out the Centaur, dude. Oh my god. And it's funny because now they're just neglecting the armor. He's the only one. Oh my god. Maximalo is the only one with a good infantry force. Just gonna chase it because this thing can hurt it. Dude, change direction here for Kenworfer. Alright, King Tire is clearing here. Oh my god. The Germans are in the best possible spot for... I mean, not best possible, but, like... Oh boy. Reload! Reload! Oh, too bad. Just turn it around. They can't do it. Oh, they can do some damage, but not all that much. More artillery. Despieler left. Again, after he's probably losing again. Just his force, he's like, I'm done. And then the other two guys surrendered. Why they lose? So what could have been done? I feel like Maxim did a great job with his infantry. I feel like actually Zizao did a great job of just fortifying. Those Bofors, while annoying, and I don't care what people think about them, they're easy to kill if you attack it correctly. Them just being like an annoyance and keeping the enemy from capturing these points helped in an incredible amount. And even, I think the one here was overzealous. I feel like he should have just kept the one over here. But the triple line, like the great anti-air line was also great. Because if he has close air support or something, those will just shoot him out of the sky. Like, those are anti-air guns, so they can just shoot and hopefully knock out the enemy. But, enemy's air force. But the enemy didn't really have that. Maxim, you had a good fighting force. I mean, and to be fair, I think you had enough to get more men. But honestly, I don't think it really mattered at this point. Zizao, unfortunately, I think his ultimate hindrance was he didn't do anything with the heavy engineers. Like, he had so many engineers, but he just didn't upgrade them. And I feel like that's obvious because, again, twice their repair speed and they become better because of the upgraded guns. So that's my, at least, reason for that. Down south, I feel like this guy just walked his Churchills, Zerathon, into literally a kill zone. And I feel like he was probably the weakest of the three. If Sierra really wanted to counter, he would have put back 43s and mines. He had enough munitions. If he used on-zeroing artillery, that would have been a waste. Because you need recon, and unfortunately the Allies don't really have recon, so unless he kept his unit in there, I'm probably going to say zeroing artillery didn't do anything. But yeah, mines would have been great all over the place. Bunkers, Pack 43s. And even if you state, like, oh my god, Greyshot, well, A, you're camping, okay. Or B, Maxim Loaded could have done his air supremacy operation and killed it. He could have. However, if you make sure you spread them apart, like you have a Pack 43 here and a Pack 43 up here, he can only hit one. As long as you keep your bunkers, stuff like that, separated at a good extent, it makes it less likely for the bombing raid to hit certain targets. So there you go. Even artillery has a certain area. And Zizao showed repeatedly that his artillery was easily killed because during the course of the game, he got like 3 or 4 of these things dead. Or just like he just sent them to their grave from poor management. So I don't think that's a stretch. I really don't. And Maxim Loaded never used this. He kept using the mortar cover. And he kept using assault. So if we go under that determination, he probably would not have used the close air. I mean, he probably would not have used the air supremacy operation for an extended period of time. Spieler, I feel like he was decent. The Elephant, I feel like, was probably a bad call. I feel like he probably should have used it. Probably got more Panthers and stuff like that. Just a better fighting force. 2 Panthers to have an Elephant would have been better in my book. What else? And CPT actually was probably I mean, like, he kept trying. That's the thing. I'll give him that. He tried, and at least he had pretty good rate of just like doing a pretty good fight against the quote unquote British. But I feel like he probably should have. The best way I can describe it is I feel like he just didn't he learned too late how to take out the Bofors. Like, he should have taken out the Bofors sooner and focused on capturing Re territory instead of constantly engaging here. Because the engagements for this fuel were not going well. I feel like he should have probably just kept pushing somewhere else. Because once he did push north, he took north. So that's just my thing about each of the players. Anyway, we can see here Maximum did the most damage. Most kills went to Zerathon. Most losses went to Zizu. Wow, unit losses pretty good, Maximum. For a long game, only 35. That's actually really good. Dr. Spieler. No, actually, sorry. CBT was most damage. Dr. Spieler second. Sierra camping in the south didn't really get all that much damage. Came back with Pack 43. All 3 Germans lost at like a large amount of forces. And I feel like they probably shouldn't have. But yeah, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to send me those replays because I am low right now. And I'll see you next time.